Hey, this is New, one half of the New Flu team, and I'm going to show you how to make that page drop shadow effect that Travis has on his page, and you've probably seen on quite a bit of other pages too, actually. So first thing we're going to do is I'm doing this in Adobe Photoshop, by the way. First thing we're going to do is go to File, and we're going to make a new image. So click on New, and we're going to set the width to 700. You can make it whatever width you want, depending on whatever width you want your web page to be. Height 35 should be good enough. Make sure you're in pixels, not inches. Pixels should be default, but sometimes things get a little messed up, and you don't want 700 inch by 335 inch image. Click OK. And got our workspace. Okay, first thing we're going to do is draw the top of the page. So to do that, we're going to use the rectangle tool. If you right click on this, you'll get some options. If you wanted rounded edges on your pages, you would use the rounded rectangle tool. But we're just going to use square edges, so we'll use the regular old rectangle tool. Start your page, make sure you have enough space for your shadow. So we're just going to draw this rectangle, kind of make it even on both sides. There. Oh, I forgot something. Let's go back. Lesson learned. Make sure your color is set to white, or whatever color you want your page to be. Some people use tan or any color, actually. And also make sure your background color is set to white, or whatever you want your background color of your web page to be, or whatever you plan on having your color web page to be. So let's try this again. Bam. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do is rasterize this. When you create a shape, Adobe makes a new layer every time you make a shape, and just renames it. This is shape 1. So we're going to right click on it. We're going to go to rasterize layer, and that gets rid of that gray outline on your page for your box, which we don't want. The box is still there, you just can't see it right now. But we're about to add the drop shadow, and you'll definitely see it. So right click on it again, go to blending options, and click on drop shadow. If you click on that, you'll notice it started it gave it a drop shadow basically, but it's not really what we want, so we want to change the settings. If you click on the word drop shadow, you'll get the options. So options, let's go straight down for one thing, and we'll get rid of distance though, and we're going to punch up the size to about 10, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. Okay, you can mess with these settings as much as you want, and just kind of play around with them to get different effects. Also, if you want to change the contour, you can play with that. That makes it a little bit darker. That just makes it kind of funny looking. Just play around, use your imagination. That's the best way to learn how to use this program, or any other paint program for that matter. But we're going to leave it with that. Click OK, and that's about it. That's it for your top. We're going to go save it. Save as JPEG. Now I kind of already went through these, so I already have stuff saved, but we'll go, what did I just do? The top. So we'll do top shadow. You of course can name it whatever you want. I'm going to replace the file. Click yes. Click OK, and you have it saved. And next I'll do the bottom. Just you could do it a couple ways. You could do that whole process again and then draw a box on the upside of this image and then do the same thing, or you could just flip it, which is what we're going to do. So make sure that shape 1 is selected, and hit Control A to select all. You can also go to select or an all, and we're going to go to edit, transform, flip vertical, and bam. We just flipped it. Hit Control D to get rid of that dotted line, that selection. Now it looks kind of funny right now because we flipped it, so we're going to go back into blending options and we're going to change the drop shadow options. First of all, we're going to change the angle. We're going to go to up. Whoops. 90. Didn't change anything because we don't have a distance, but we're about to add a distance, and that's going to make the difference. Decrease your size a little bit there, and that looks pretty good. Again, you can play with your settings to whatever you want. Click OK, and you have your bottom. Click File, Save As, go to JPEG. This will be the bottom shadow. I'm going to replace it. Click Yes, or click OK, and bam, that's the bottom. And that's about it. I'm going to save the next tutorial, which I'll do here in a minute, for changing the color and also doing the sides. That way each video isn't so long. So proceed to the next video. Hope this helps. Bye.